Welcome to the Patriot Hour. We are live. Howdy, y'all. Grady Hamilton, Penny, Ronald, Sherry Sunshine. Hello. Welcome. I'm just going to give out a little information. It's pretty hot. It's at the peak time that I don't normally come. The sun just kind of is away from the window because 10-15 minutes ago I was trying. I was like, nope. And it's super hot in here. But hey, poolside most of the day. Can't complain other than popping out some videos to you guys. So welcome. Just wanted to get some information out. I know there's lots of emails, so we're going to do a few different things. I maybe get into some news towards the end. I know this information isn't for all of you because not everyone's going to be able to come to the Patriot Fest, but everyone's going to be able to watch it. That's the whole point. This is how we started the channel, online. So, of course, it'll always be online, and that's the main thing. We are trying to get some Patriots together if you're available, if you're in the area, and that is at the Patriot Fest in August 14th and 15th, along with the American Legion Ride on Saturday, the flag retirement. It's like the 30th year for the flag retirement. So if you've never been to one, it's the appropriate way to get rid of flags that have flown their course. It's really something if you have never seen one. So I know a lot of veterans, you probably have taken part in those on the bases. I have. These are a little different because they're the American Legion. It's the mass quantity of flag instead of just the one really nice base flag that we're all used to sometimes. All right, so again, you don't see the projector on. I got it in low form, no extra TV. It's just too hot, but I wanted to get some information out, so we're going to jump into that. We got a few in the room. This video will be here. No notice. Randy, thank you for telling me that. We know there's an issue with the alerts. It's just been 3 years of a real mess for us on that end. Right at the beginning of the COVID, as you guys know, we got totally deplatformed, demonetized, whatever. That little bit of revenue was just from the ads. A lot of people complained about the ads, but you know what? It didn't cost you nothing. It was funny to see what ads. I mean, we had Hillary ads at some points, so it was kind of funny. But right at the beginning of the COVID, they decided, the channel was deemed overall disturbing, I guess. And I wrote back and said, hey, no doubt, the world is a disturbing place right now. So yeah, not much of a response back after that. So anyway, Patriot Fest, if the mods can do their thing and post it, but I got it up. I want to show the property here just for a few of you here to kind of look at the layout. All right, so I got the satellite view up. So here is the information. Address is 905 Bristol Maple Street, Bristol, 46507. And American Legion, open to the public on this very day. So here is our post. Here's Maple Street. We got Legion Street right over on this side. Here's our field. And you can actually kind of see from the years and years, and I don't think it's been a baseball field since the 80s or 90s, but it's still entrenched. You can still see the field. Hold on, let me get my chats up here. Something ain't working right. Let me do a little refresh. There we go. I was unsubbed today. I resubbed. Thank you. All right, so let me get back over here. All right, so there's our pavilion. Pretty nice size. I don't even know what to tell you, if it's maybe 100 feet long. I mean, there's restrooms, and like I said, we got walk-in reefers down here. There are, taps right into the side of the building to access, so we could have, beer cold or whatever. Sodas, water, we keep everything cold. But yeah, this is the whole area out here, folks. Free for camping. All right, there's a wood line. You can camp all the way up to those wood lines, all the way up. And again, this little second building is it's like a shed now, but it used to be the, where they announced the baseball. So anyway, we got this whole pavilion. This is where JT Wild's going to be performing live Friday night. And we hope as many of you can join. So I got emails, right? We've been telling you we're going to go through. We've gotten back to a few. I'm going to keep on doing that all week. I'm actually going to read a few here live. All right, I'm going to read a few. I'm not going to give out any information of the person that wrote it, maybe their name, just the first name, but just their questions, or if you'll hear. Here's our parking. Here's our main building. Again, we got a kitchen and a full kind of restaurant that's on the side over here. So again, we're gonna have food Friday night, music, live show from the pavilion starting at, the live show is gonna kick off at 6 p.m., go till 7:15, about an hour and a half. And that show is just gonna consist of most of you that are there. We're gonna talk to you. We're gonna kind of walk around the crowd. We're gonna talk. We got JT gonna be kicking off right after about 7:30. There is a drawing that night at the Legion. If everything is kind of, been muffled. We started this last year right after the event in August, talking about doing this, inviting you guys. This goes on every year. The only difference would be our Friday night thing. There's really nothing that goes on Friday night. The Legion does their normal inside thing. There's karaoke and there's, music and jukebox and pool table and all that. But we're bringing something for Friday night. All right. Saturday, there's just more people there to enjoy everything that already happens. So we're making plans, trying to get the number, our head count, to let our Legion know the best we can just for food. We're actually doing food Friday night. We're actually trying to make it to where all the people that are able to come, that are able to be there, that, that it's going to be really low cost. We almost want to do it for free. So we are asking for, if you're not going to be able to come, but you're going to enjoy the event online, everything's free. The camping's free. The event's free. Maybe beers and things that you'll spend a little bit of money like that. Typically the Legion ride on Saturday would cost like $20 to get in, and that includes your meal. But with everything going on, they almost canceled it all, and they haven't been able to go out and get sponsors like they normally do for door prizes and things. So they're making the meal free on Saturday too, but they're only cooking the amount they normally kind of cook, a couple hundred pieces of sausage and then corn and sausage. So we're going to add to that with money. So if you guys want, down below is the link. You can give a few dollars. If everyone just gave a few bucks, we'd be golden. But we do have a JT. He's already taken care of. He's coming in. He's flying in. He's going to be our live concert for 2 hours. So we're going to broadcast that on the channel here for you guys at home and those at home watching that can't be here. And we're going to stream the event as most as we can for 2 days. So it's going to be a 2-day. We already got the internet set up. We got the internet out of the Legion now and beaming a 600-foot radius. So it's pretty cool. Me, Ben, and Woodman took care of that a couple months ago. And we've been running some tests, if you can see here, from the pavilion to the main building. That was a feat alone, getting the internet, because this is a sheet metal building, folks. So it was like a Faraday cage for internet. Nothing would come out of it. It was so funny that we'd be sitting outside the back door, and if somebody opened the door to leave, internet would creep out and we'd get a good signal, and then when the door would shut and bounce shut, internet was gone. So, and now you've seen a couple shows that we've done from the pavilion. So, that being said, that internet can actually handle a couple hundred people can connect to it. So there will be internet provided at a scaled. We're going to have another thing out here to beacon it up, but that will be for us in the show. So other than that, I do want to, we're working on getting good sound. We know we just got JT coming in, and he's acoustic. So we don't, depending on the amount of people, but we want to look at getting some decent sound. And we know that we have a few people working on that. So everything's kind of covered. We're just still making upgrades, looking at dialing in all the final details. The tank's right here. Again, this is a kid-friendly event. We always have the Boy Scouts here, Cub Scouts, Boy Scouts, the Scouts, whatever's happened. I know names have changed, and then they've fought back, so I don't know where that's at. But they're the ones that collect all the flags all through the 5 cemeteries that we take care of in the area. and we store them. Plus, we're a depot for people to drop off flags that are tattered and torn. If you have any and you plan on coming, bring them with you. We can add them. All right. So again, it's a proper burial flag retirement ceremony. It's a proper way to dispose of them. There's a 21 gun salute. It's all proper by our flag detail, our group. All right. So I've been part of that. I've actually been in that a few times. All right. So we are inviting you guys, flag retirement ceremony, Bristol Legion, August 14th and 15th. All right. 14th is Friday night. You can show up anytime on Friday. Start setting up, camping if you want. There are hotels we're going to go over in the area nearest to the venue here for those of you that need a hotel. And then you can come back Saturday morning. Stay as late as you can Friday. Again, everything should be kind of wrapped up by 10 p.m. or so on Friday. But those of us camping, which I plan on it, we have a bonfire and everything. So there'll probably be more music and more good times late into the evening. So, all right, let me look at a few emails here. Just a few. Okay, so we got Lorraine. Could you please send me more information? Thank you. Yes, I will. I'm going to send her. How do I attend? How do I attend? I would like to request info on the Patriot Fest. Love your channel. Thank you. All right, hopefully you're watching this and you just got a little bit more. But again, there will be emails going out. I know we've been saying that, but trust me. And again, if you're hearing this and you haven't email, say you're coming, because we'll put you in on the number. If you don't think you're coming, just, say that you want more info and you're going to try. Got a lot of, just clean this email up the other day, but again, I'm in the wrong one. That's why. All right. I was in the wrong one. I was going to say. All right. So we got more info, time and location. I'll get that to you. We've had some great emails in here, folks. So let me go to the Patriot list, which I already got running. Thank you for all you do on the show and the material you put out. Well, thank you for watching. Thank you for your service as well. I'm a former Navy wife. Hubby's passed away. My son is following in his footsteps, currently stationed at Whidbey Island. Wow. Well, thank you, your son, for serving. And God bless your husband. And thank you for being a Navy wife. I'd like to come and join my fellow Patriots in Bristol, but I'd hate to have to come alone. There are going to be plenty of people here. I know tons of wives that are going to be here, my own included, plus all the local, Scott and Nate, their wives are going to be there. You're not going to be alone. You never were. So you got a small RV. There's hotels, whatever works best for you. I will write you back personally, Deneen. So. Okay, again, let me look at a few more here. Just want to read a few with you guys. I got to do this so you can do it with me. Festival info. Hope to see you and meet you all. Keith, thank you. Keith Meyer. I want to come to camp. I have a motorcycle and maybe a friend or wife. Yes, I'm going to reply to him right away. Bring all you want. See you in August. Camping is free. First come, first get. There will be plenty, folks. I would imagine plenty of spots. All right, so there you go. You see me emailing some people back. Yeah, I hope you guys get to come. I really do. You see the venue here. We can make this a cool thing every year. We already do it every year. I'm just inviting you. So again, the links are down below. We're going to jump into some news articles here, but I wanted to take the first 15 to 20 minutes and just really show you some stuff here. So, and we planned on doing so much more. We planned on doing lots of live shows from down here early on, starting, I know we started doing that in October and then November, and then, probably got a little slow in December, but then January came, we were down in Richmond, and then shortly after Richmond, everything shut down without, without our blessing or anything. We, people were working. They were told you couldn't go to work. They've shut down. And then everything we've been dealing with. So it's nobody's fault. We have nobody to blame. I mean, we do, but none of you. That's what my point is. And a lot of you that might have told us you were coming in October, things might have changed. I mean, do you still have your job? We get that. Things that you said back in October, November of last year might have changed due to circumstance, and we understand that. We so do what you can. Let us know. We hope you can make it. We got lots of things planned, especially for the mods who are gonna make it. They've been holding it down here. We appreciate it. There's so much more in the last 3 years. I wish I could have gotten out, gone over, taken the time to really look at all the great letters and emails. And I have. Trust me, every letter's been opened, and almost, I could say, every email. I mean, if it looks fishy from looking at it, of course not. But it's been a daunting task. So this is going to be well planned as far as I want to be able to enjoy myself and meet a lot of you and take the time to, have conversations. So we're trying to get everything streamlined with even the feed. Again, YouTube only goes 12 hours. I forgot. We thought we were going to be clicking some cameras and letting it go for 2 days. Well, that won't work. They'll be shut down. The live stream could be put into some kind of weird spot until that gets figured out by YouTube, and probably be after the weekend. So we're going to make sure we do that, on the Patriot hour pretty strategically. Probably, jump in on feeds, stop them, restart things. JT Wild, his thing will be separate. Our show will be right before it separate. There'll be a small little stop time in between. We planned on running the vMix from here and remoting in and really getting a good production. And we still might, but with the feed being that way, we don't know. We'll see. As far as 12-hour segments, it's best to just and if you're not a content creator, you wouldn't know too much about that. So I'm not trying to bore you guys with all the tech, which I probably have. I still see it's not a whole bunch of people in the room. Well, it is getting late. 8 o'clock. All right, let's take a look at a few different articles here. See what's going on in the world. I did see Q post. So I'm not going to follow the doctor's orders, or I'm going to follow the doctor's orders, and I will not hold any rallies. That's Joe Biden's new excuse. How do you prevent public embarrassment regarding lack of crowd size? This guy's barely filling up bowling alleys and little side places they decide to stop off at. That was what we were seeing, 13, 14 people. Shut the world down. This is an embarrassment. So, unbelievable, right? We know that. How do you continue to con regarding the fake polling lead? How do you support mail-in ballot election fraud? Election was not rigged. All polls show Biden had double-digit lead versus POTUS. Who benefits the most? This is never about the virus. It was about the election. We all know that at this point. They tried everything. People must see the evil in our midst for themselves. It's the only way forward. I see what's happening, this Anon says, but I would like to see you guys doing something about it already. We know all of this. We are helpless to it all. So the real question, Q, is do you see it? What is happening? Fear not. We are not helpless. Enough must see. It is the only way. You are being presented with the gift of vision, ability to see clearly what they have hid from you for so long, illumination. Their deception, dark actions on full display. People are waking up en masse. People are no longer blind. Do you think it's a coincidence they ban and prevent you from attending church, house of worship? Anti-American, anti-God. One must only look to see. Have faith in humanity. Have faith in yourself. Let light guide you. Find peace through prayer. Biblical. It really is, folks. I mean, just when I think it can't get any worse, I had a little social media thing earlier where a good buddy of mine, worked with him for years and years, got a hold of me, and he's like, man, just like a light bulb, he said, it's all gone off. He's been watching tons of videos, and he's just blown away, thanking me, and then somebody commented on one of the videos he shared, and I went over there, and really nicely, I was like, well, what do you disagree with about in that video? You know, because he just said, well, I don't really like Hillary either. This buddy of his said, I do not know this other guy. But he commented, and he said, I don't really care for her either, but man, do you think this is even anything factual in here? This is all conspiracy. And he took, what I was talking about, Hillary trying to get out of the court case for Benghazi and testifying, and then the other fraction of the video was all the people linked, deaths linked close to the Clintons. And I said, hey, point out any one thing in that whole 18-minute video that, you labeled the whole thing conspiracy, you believe none of it. And I was like, well, pick out anything. We'll go over it and we'll debate it. And he had said, came back and was like, I'd rather not. And I said, I bet you don't. Good day, have a good day. And that's the whole thing of it, we gotta be logical here, folks. You gotta sometimes think that the people that scream that word out, you might research like us, 2-3 days or a week or sometimes 6 months into one thing, and you're gonna get all these pieces of the puzzle. You're gonna stumble on things that might not connect, or do connect, and you're gonna put all these pieces of the puzzle together. And these people that scream that word at you, or you argue with your coworker, they don't know nothing about what you dug into. They know that they heard an article on CNN last night cutting through the living room, and that's their defense to you. Well, that's not what they said. They said this. They don't know that to be true. They just know that that's what they heard. So, and they're the ones that like to use that word, conspiracy, because it doesn't line up with what they heard from over at CNN. In 2 minutes worth, by the way. You looking into something and actually finding things that are factual. Don't let them spin it on you no more. Don't let them spin it on you. That's what I told that guy. Hey, at some point you got to realize who you're dealing with, and that's the biggest thing there was realizing that not a lot of people do the research. So therefore, you can't even really talk with them, or it's hard to take their advice. I'll tell you that much, because they're scrambling. Once the sports and everything went off, and everything we just all witnessed with our own eyes happened. We got a lot of, couch, research or whatever you want to call them. People just bored and now engaging in social medias and coming onto the all the videos, and they know better all of a sudden. Last week they knew everything about who was losing the Bears game versus but this week now they're into this because this is what's here. They really don't know nothing. They really don't. So that's just how it works, and we're always gonna these mandates and the mask, the COVID's coming back around, like we said, And you're seeing a lot of people wake up this time around. A lot of people, I've firsthand am witnessing it. I just was saying the other day, I don't think this is turning out well, but now I'm starting to see people that you wouldn't imagine rejecting it. So slowly but surely, I don't know how much more any of us can take, but I sure had planned August to be a great time just shortly before the election. What a great time to get together if it can work out, and I think it will. But they're trying hard. The rioting's subsiding, and now it's back to the beachgoers spread the virus and made it worse. And it wasn't the rioters and looters. That was great. States backed off of the no social distancing for that to happen. People have a right to riot. And they weren't doing testing down there, and they're not giving us any numbers and putting any bad light on the actual looting and rioting. I'm not talking about the protesting. I'm talking about the rioting, the looting, and it's just sad state. All right, I'm gonna shut this one down. It's actually cooling off a little bit. I have another video I'm working on. There's going to be lots of information coming, folks, throughout the next 6 weeks until the event. Again, if you want to support, buy somebody a dinner there, drop a few bucks down below. The link is down below. And look for more videos. Look for another one early tomorrow morning that I'll be done with, finishing up on this evening for you, the Patriots. Lots of information coming. Lots of things happening, actually, that just aren't gonna, I don't hear nothing about that. Well, you wouldn't, because the media is doing everything they can to keep the attention back on the hoaxes. They want to take away from the things they can't control and show you the things they can. I'll tell you that one right now. All right, God bless each and every one of you, and remember, just find peace through your prayers. God bless each and every one of you. Have a great evening.